Alright. Looks like we're up. I think. Here we go. We're back. We're doing tier lists again. And we did have a thumbnail which should be active. It's not active. I gotta go put it on. Made by one of the users, Leah, I don't know how to say it, Leah18, or I think that's the number, I don't remember. I think it's in here. Yeah, this person, Leah09. That's close. For some reason, yeah, the thumbnail didn't apply. I gotta come put it on. Alright. Yeah, it should be up now, hopefully. Yeah, it's good. Alright. Started streaming 68 seconds ago. So, we do have two more alignments. This time, malware and lurker. I think I already put those in. Yep, malware and lurker right there. But now we just have to put in what we had last time. If I just bring that up here. This is what I'm just gonna keep this on my second monitor so I can cross compare. Where's Fuser? Wait, is it not in here? It's right here. Whatever. No. Oh, it probably just reset, didn't it? Yeah, it just... Man. Okay. I should go right now, though. I should go... put out an announcement. I did forget to do that. Create post. Can't type. Alright, what's this do? Oh, I can schedule it. But there you go. That's out. Back to here. Alright. Wait, no, I can't find Rogue. Here it is. I was just being an idiot that time. Wait, was I looking last time? Was I looking for Fuser even though I already put it in? Hold on. No. And it wasn't there, right? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Wait, can I just... Oh, I can just click that. Oh, that's kind of... I never knew that. But anyway. Whoa, no. There you go. And then we gotta add a row below. Alright, this is what we got up to before. I think that was 2 rows. I don't think we'll get quite that far today. We'll go up till 5:30. It's 4:08 right now. We'll go up to whatever 5:30 will get us to. So I suppose we'll start right now with carrier. Carrier is an alignment that leaves behind a trail which turns other players into carrier as they ascend. Infected rigged stairs turn non-carrier players into carrier until they can cure themselves. If they win as carrier, they will still receive the win to their chosen alignment. Create infected stairs. Excuse me. Where to use on the arrows. At rank zombie, create infected stairs can destroy crossing stairs. So I guess, yeah, it creates rigged stairs. Infect above stairs. Kind of like heretics, curse and uncurse, but except it adds the infected rig. Create infected bridge. Creates a flat bridge from one platform to the next, similar to thieves' ditch stairs. Anyone who steps on the bridge will become carrier no matter how many times someone steps on it. Infect above platform. Teleports you straight up. The first non-carrier who steps on the platform you teleported to will become carrier, granting the caster 4 free mana. Infect stairs. -1 mana. Turn the stairs you're standing on into into carrier rig stairs, but awards a mana. Unlocked by default, but only for players who were infected. Costs 7 mana. Changes the user back to their previous alignment or into Muggle if they were carrier by choice. Unlocked by default. At rank pestilence, ditch infection costs 1 mana. Huh. It's interesting. Unlocked by default, but only for players who were infected. So I guess... Oh, that's really interesting, actually. You can only cast this spell if you did not choose carrier at the beginning. And then if you don't have enough mana to just get rid of your infection so you can go back to your other spells... you're here, Leah. Hello. I put your thumbnail up. We're just reading. This is just our first one. Carrier. So I was just reading the out of 10. How would you rate it? Let's see. Let's pull it up. Probably like... It's good. I mean, it's like 7.5 or 8, I think. I think it's good because it's got the Vectronom. You know, like you'd only know that if you were in the other one, so I think it's always fun to have little like references to previous streams. And I like how you know, they all kind of got their own unique thing that represents the class. So yeah, it's like 8. I like it. The one thing, it is slightly too small. Like if you come over here, I copy this. Yeah, they're... Oh wait. Oh no, it scaled it. Yeah, see, it cut part of it off, cause like, see, I can't see this guy's legs because the resolution isn't 16 or whatever the resolution is supposed to be. What is it? Why can't I remember? 16:9. So yeah, just cut part of it off. But other than that, is really good. But yeah, we just started this one, so it's kind of interesting. It has like, you can choose to become carrier willingly, or somebody else can infect you with it. And if you got infected like unwillingly, then you can get mana by infecting other people. So you can uninfect yourself. Yeah, infected was, well, it was in useless tier. We made a whole new tier for how bad it was. So yeah, we already read all these except for ditch infection I was just talking about before you joined. It's interesting because like, you can only cast a spell if you were not infected, or if you didn't choose it at the beginning. So then if you don't have enough mana to ditch your infection, then you have to make the infected stay, or then it provides you can just basically like instantly ditch it. You just have to spread the infection, which is kind of interesting, I think. Outbreak. Excuse me. This spell is timed and represents an extended version of Create Infected Stairs. It allows players to place as many infected stairs as they want for a whole minute. Keep jumping on platforms arrows to create infinite stairs within the time limit. Infection Rig. It's a rig spell. Anyone spreads the infection rig. Quarantine represents an extended version of Infect Above platform. Plague Bridge. So it just creates bridges everywhere. That's kind of cool. What, Quarantine? Or which one? Probably Infection. Outbreak. I was wrong both times. Yeah, I saw that malware and lurker were added, so I did somewhere. Yeah, they're down here. So when we get to those, I said at the beginning, I don't know how far we'll get. We'll probably go. I want to get at least like up to banker, but we're just gonna go till 5:30 because then I gotta go do something again, unfortunately. But yeah. I think Banker's one of the ones that I read months ago, but I don't remember much about it. And let's read the ranks then. Bonus mana in Druid mode. Refill mana. Every time a player is infected, all carriers with rank contagious will receive 1 mana. So, I wonder though, does that count towards players who were unwillingly affected? If a player has willingly been infected before and ranked up the infected, I keep mixing up infector and carrier, or infected and carrier. If a player chooses to be a carrier and they rank up to contagious, and then at some point in the future they're playing a different class, will they still get mana whenever somebody's infected? I think. I don't know. Zombie. Carrier with rank zombie casts infected stairs that can destroy crossing stairs. Plagued. Can be cast on any rigged stairs, which is cool. Leper. Cast Outbreak, it lasts 60 to 90 seconds. Blighted. It costs 2 mana. I think it cost 3 before, right? Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, so 1 mana cheaper. And Pestilence. If a player with rank Pestilence casts Ditch Infection, it costs 1 mana, so then cheaper again. Oh, you just commented on this one like an hour ago. So I think this one's interesting. I'm not in my rating mode yet. I'm not. I gotta get into character here. So I think this one's interesting, but is it legit? Is it like, I don't remember what word we were using last time. Is it viable? Is it I don't remember. So I think, I mean, the spells are good, I think. I mean, these are all pretty like standard or typical spells. I think this is interesting, this whole ditch infection thing, but I think that's allowed because like with the hypnotized and cursed with, the heretic and the gremlin. So this spell, I mean, it's not like super good, or this alignment is not super good. So it's not like completely overpowered or completely underpowered like a lot of the other ones are. I feel like this one's like very on par with the rest of the alignments, which I think is good. I think this is 4 free mana, maybe a lot, because of how much alignment changing it involves. Yeah, I guess the whole thing is kind of based around changing alignments, and then with like Heretic and Gremlin, it's just kind of like, for both of those, it's not even like a main thing. You can only even do that if you're casting your ultimates. So I gotta remember what each of these did. I don't remember. I remember Cook. I remember Tweaker, because I kept talking about how much I love Tweaker, but how much it like didn't fit. That's like the only thing I talked about last time. And I remember Timekeeper. I don't remember what Rogue did. So I think I do want to put it at least above Cook, though, because Cook was just going a little bit ridiculous with the food truck and everything. And this one has like actual spells. Well, I don't remember what Rogue did. Oh, it's this one with yeah. I don't remember the reason that we put it in B though. But I think I'll still put it. I think I'm gonna put it ahead of Rogue just because spells like it does involve a lot of alignment changing, but like create infected stairs. That's just create rig stairs. Spells have that. That's basically a heretic spell. Very similar to Thief and like Heretic. Buffed Patron. So yeah, I think I'll put it there for now. And for some reason this one has a black back, like, I don't know. Some of these, I don't know why some of these, I guess it's just whoever uploaded the image. And then developer is in a perfect square. But yeah, I'll put it there. It's, I suppose, anywhere in the first 3 spots I could see, but I'm gonna put it here personally just because I think you screenshotted them in Google Slides. Oh well, no, I didn't do that though. Oh, like the ones you upload. Yeah, I see. I wonder if oh, this is already turned off. I have this extension. Like if I come here, what's the website? Here, there's CS. This thing. It's usually like super bright, but then I have an extension to like make it dark. But sometimes it messes up images and stuff, and I was wondering if that's why, but I'm not even using it for the wiki, so I guess that's not it. So yeah, personally, I could see an argument like anywhere above Tweaker really, but I'm gonna put it here because I just think it has like the most realistic spells. Alright. Inventor. I think I read this one too. Inventor has an alignment focused on improving the tower by placing certain devices, meaning it works well in teams. Its spell set includes new mechanics that still adhere to existing spell capabilities. I can place launchers to ascend floors and boost pads to speed up the climb. Inventor also introduces 3 new stair types: widened, compressed, and divided. Inspector Gadget. Yeah. So, just off of that description, I'm hoping it's good because I feel like I said this a lot in the last stream too. I like the idea of adding more functionality to Crazy Stairs. I mean, look at Reaver and like all of the alignments from the new update added a ton more like Reaver mirrors, Splicer, the splicing stairs. Necromancer didn't actually add that much new stuff. And Gremlin had like rotating, but that was already kind of in. But yeah, like Splicer and Reaver, it's clear that he's willing to incorporate new content as long as it's like. So I think this thing, just off of this description so far, seems good. But I haven't read the spells yet, so let's see. Yeah. Jump on an arrow to turn it into a launcher, sending players who touch it to the platform one floor above in that direction. Particles appear in the intersection in an arc to denote the trajectory of the launcher. If there are crossing or blocking stairs in the way, the spell will not be executed. However, if the inventor is a vanguard or above, they can execute the spell through crossing and blocking stairs, destroying the crossing and blocking stairs as their avatar is launched. If a crossing or blocking stair is created after a launcher is placed, the launcher is disabled for all players but vanguards are hired who can use the launcher to destroy any crossing or blocking stairs, re-enabling the launcher for other players. So I think it'd actually be better if, like, personally, just in my, I think I would prefer it if the breaking, it would still let you, so you could only, like, if you have this Vanguard rank or above, then you could place, like, improved gadgets, or, like, improved inventions, where, like, because right here it's saying Vanguards can use any launcher placed by anybody to destroy the stairs, which implies that something is changing about the person themselves, but I think it'd fit more if it was like you're changing the, like, as you rank up, your inventions get better. So then after you rank up to Vanguard, you can place, like, improved, like, launchers that can destroy stairs for any player. I think, just personally, would make more sense. But that's still pretty cool. Accelerate orb. Jump on any platform on the top level to accelerate the orb. While accelerated, the orb moves and switches platforms 50% faster, or twice as fast with Stairsmith. Accelerated orbs glow the inventor's color and last for 30 seconds. Orbs accelerated by Stairsmiths will be a different color than regular accelerated orbs. Oh, wait, what? You know, many of my fan-made alignments do something like that, especially Gazer, where, like, you, after you rank up, then you can, like, then your spells get permanently upgraded for, like, everybody. Because I think that's kind of cool, especially in, like, a team setting. Yeah, I think that's cool. I do want to reread this because I read the first sentence and then I got confused. Jump on any platform on the top level to accelerate the orb. While accelerated, the orb moves and switches platforms 50% faster or twice as fast with Stairsmith. Accelerated orbs glue the inventor's color and last for 30 seconds. If you have the Stairsmith rank, the orb will be a different color, and while the orb is accelerated, if you have the Stairsmith rank, the orb will either be temporarily immune to Patron's orb or vulnerable to an early end via Patron's orb call, depending on whichever option works best. What? When would it be better to have? When accelerated, the orb will be temporarily immune to Patron's orb call or vulnerable to an early end via Patron's orb call. Would depend. So I guess the inventor user would probably just be able to choose, I guess. So that's cool. I don't know exactly what the stats on the Patron's orb call is. That's 50% faster. And call the orb. But, oh yeah, because this one, it goes super slowly if you just call it, like, one platform. Or yeah. So 50% faster, so that'd be like 5 seconds. No, 7.5 seconds. Which is... But then you can't control where it goes. Oh! So, I see. If, when you accelerate the orb, if it's already coming to you, then the patron won't be able to call it. But if the patron is calling it to your platform, then it will come to you with the accelerated speed. Okay, that makes sense. And actually, I think... Isn't this supposed to go faster after you rank up? Isn't that like the last rank? Makes it go faster? So then, yeah, this would make it go... That's still... Yeah, that's a bit complicated. And then also, it depends on... I suppose it also then depends on the patron, because... If the patron is not Savior, then it would take 7.5 seconds to go while the orb is accelerated, and it would only work while... If the patron is on the same platform as you. If the patron is a Savior, then it would take, what? I'm not good at math. Hold on. Give me a second. 5 times 0.75. 3.75 seconds. But again, yeah, so... Yeah, that's a bit complicated. But, okay. Let's see. Inside launcher. Jump on the corner of a platform to place an inside launcher shaped like an arrow, including launching players who touch it in that direction diagonally. Arc particles will appear to denote its trajectory. Launcher lasts for 60 seconds. So it's like the same thing as the first one, but diagonal. Oh, but it doesn't go up a platform. So, yep. Widen below or compress above. Jump on a stair to simultaneously widen it and compress the above or blocking stair, evening out the widths of both. The entire stair you jumped on takes the width of its base steps, while the entire stair above takes on the width of its topmost or smallest step. If the stair above or stair below cannot be stretched, only the one available will be affected by the spell. And I feel... I don't think there is a way to... Is there? I feel like I remember reading something about, like, one of the... Or seeing, like, some... Oh, I didn't want to... You thought it copied 2 of your alignments? Why? Widen comes from augmenter and compress comes from tank. Yeah. So I know patron has like compress effect, and then I thought one of the new classes also had like a widen effect, but I don't remember which one. No. Probably not Reaver. No. I may also just be completely wrong. That is entirely a possibility. I think I may just be completely wrong. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I read some, or I thought I saw one of the spells, like, or one of the classes when I was doing it, and you could do that. You could like widen stairs, but I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm just probably an idiot, but yeah, that's, I feel like, not functionality that exists right now, but is not unreasonable. So that's fine. Divide opposite stairs. Jump on an arrow to split crossing stairs into 3 sections. The crossing stair widens and the middle section flattens to meet the platform this spell was cast on. Essentially turns part of the crossing stair into a path on which you can walk across the intersection. Then use the rest of the divided stair as normal. Think of lowering a castle drawbridge. 3 sections. Widens. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. The one thing I do have with that, though, is I believe this one. Okay, yeah. I know this guy has a spell similar to that, but this one's only 1 mana. I suppose at max rank it's only 1 mana, and that one's 2 mana, so I suppose that one's okay. Boost pad. Jump on a platform to plant a speed boost pad in the center of it, granting a 50% speed boost to players who touch the pad for 2 seconds or 3 seconds with Innovator. Pad lasts for 60 seconds or 120 seconds with Innovator. Boost pads may be stacked once at Pioneer or higher. Stacked boost pads give a 75% speed boost and are a different color than single boost pads. So I suppose that'd just be if you cast the same spell twice, which again is okay because the Drifter boost thing. Stairs cart. Yeah. For ultimate spells, we have Catapult. I think one of the other... I think it was, the Magic Man. Hold on. Yeah. The Magic Man had a catapult rig, but it doesn't say what it does. But anyway. Catapult. Allows you to create as many arrow launchers as you like in empty intersections for 60 seconds or 90 with Craftsman. Vanguard or above. Rig all normal stairs with the Inventor rigs. Once they're triggered, they have a 50% chance to widen and 50% chance to compress the stair. So I suppose compress would probably be bad because it'd be harder to do stair jumps, and then widen would be good. Stretch event. Randomly either widens or compresses each normal stair. Yeah. Also, actually, this Inventor rig would be really interesting for Muggles because their whole thing is stair jumps after you get to dabs for lift. That's what you do. You do stair jumps, and if you compress all the stairs, then if you walk on a stair and then it compresses, then you probably won't be able to do a stair jump, and then that Muggle won't be able to do that stair, which is kind of interesting. So it's all normal stairs and 2 divided stairs, which I think is the one with like 3 sections. Yeah. And then just drones and mana overload and everything. And for the ranks, we have Maker. You will get bonus mana while drones are in Inventor mode. If someone casts a catapult spell, your mana will be refilled. Launches last twice as long. Boost pads last twice as long, and their effects will last an extra second. You can now stack your boost pads once by casting them once on top of each other. Your catapult spell will last 50% longer. Your arrow and catapult spells can now destroy crossing and... Your arrow launcher and catapult spells can now destroy crossing and stairs. Right. You may now also use launchers with blocked intersections to destroy any crossing or blocking stairs. Crossing or blocking. Yeah, cool. And your Accelerate Orb spell will now make the orb move and switch platforms twice as fast. Additionally, the cost of the spell is reduced to 1 mana. So now it's really complicated with the whole Stairsmith thing, because with the thing with the patron, if you call the orb, if you accelerate... Nonagon is agitated. Septagon better. Shaking my head. And then somebody just said, okay. Where does it mention shapes? Wait, what? I don't know, man. Anyway. Yeah, but this is really... Oh, the icon. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I see. Yeah. But this is really complicated now because not only do you have to account, because it said, depending on if it is better for the inventor user, the patron spell will either be, like, it chooses which class gets priority over the orb, depending on what is more profitable to the inventor. So it would only be faster for a patron to call the orb to the platform that the Stairsmith is on. Well, no, because this doesn't actually call the orb, this just speeds it up. So you speed up the orb, and then patrons have no control over it unless they're calling it to your platform. I think that's the best way to explain it. That's not that complicated. After you cast a spell, patrons can't use their Call the Orbs spell unless it's to your platform. That's not that bad, but does it bump it down? I don't know, because I think the rest of it's pretty good. Because, again, yeah, none of that stuff really exists, but I feel like that's not, I mean, like the mirrors, I feel like that's not it's not unreasonable for it to be added. Low A tier, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. My computer just like almost exploded. I don't know why it's doing so much extra processing. But yeah, I was gonna say low A tier. I don't remember what any of these except detective does actually. Cryogen. Oh, I remember what cryogen does actually. It's like the freezing stairs. And this one, and then yeah, this one was like the rejected thief spell. So, is it better than? No, I think cryogen's better than it because a lot of the cryogen concepts already exist in the game. So I'll put it at the bottom if I can find it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, O. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Whenever I was setting up, I like missed one of I think I didn't copy and paste one of the images in, and I was so confused. So now I'm making sure, because every time there's not one there, I'm paranoid, and I feel like I forgot to put it in. And onto Arachnid. Oh, my computer's being so slow because I just have crazy stairs open in the background. You know, I'm sure it'll be fine. AI made this alignment. Hold on. I want to show you something. Look at this. CPU temperature is 65. I'm not even doing anything. Oh wait, did I just switch it to performance? Yeah, that's why, because I meant to switch it to power saving. And I switched it to performance. That's why it was running so hot. I'm an idiot. Okay. We're good. Alright. Arachnid is based on spiders, specifically the web spinning part. The role is neutral, allowing players to decide whether they want to help players or hurt them. It is designed to be fairly simple and versatile for however people want to play, but I think the moves are hard to use effectively. I feel like I made it hard to code with pool stairs and burrow being designed on the way the player faces, so if there's another solution, I am open to it. What is this? 1.8 out of 1.7? I thought it's supposed to be out of 10. Whatever. When looking up, the caster creates a hole in the platform with a woven silk rope that players can climb up one level. When looking down, the caster creates a hole in the platform they casted on, allowing players below to climb up the woven silk rope, going down 2 levels. I think he meant the guy who made it mentioned the bad solution with like the facing direction. You mentioned that'd be hard to code. I mean, that wouldn't be too hard to code. You can just do that. I feel like that's not too difficult. Although, you could do a thing where, like, like with the keeper, you could have it you know, like how the keeper has a couple other classes too. They have the showing how the average. Oh, it changes with rank. Oh, well, I've seen other ones where it's like out of 10. So I don't know, man. I've never made a class. I don't know what's correct and what's incorrect. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, you could do it the way the player's facing, or the player could like enable the little menu that like the keeper has. You know, with the not there. Menu settings, miscellaneous interface, show direction selection, and then the little thing. Yeah, and then yeah, if you leave it in the middle, then it just stays wherever you are. The one thing I do wish wasn't about the spell though, like whenever you hit W, A, S, or D, then it changes. I wish that was like some other keybind, because sometimes I would use the menu if I could like pull it up and then continue walking, but then just leave it on the middle one, and then I only have to click the buttons if I want to move it. I think would be the better way to do it, like in the actual game. But that's why I don't use that, is just because of it'll automatically select it if I hit W, A, S, or D. But I digress. Pull stairs. The caster can either pull the stairs from the right of them or the left of them to the direction they are facing. If stairs are in the way, they will be destroyed. Yeah, again, same thing. Direction they're facing or menu. Diagonal stairs. The spell creates a staircase woven out of spider web. It allows players to travel diagonally upwards to a platform they choose. This staircase lasts 20 seconds before collapsing and allows other players to cross as well. So I think you should be able to do something, because you know how like when spiders make their webs, they have like, or some spiders, I don't know if this is true for all spiders, but I know like some spiders, whenever they make their web, they have like normal web that they can walk on, and then sticky web. And I think it'd be cool if there was like, you could either, like whenever you, maybe this would be like something that you can only do after you rank up or something, but whenever you make your webs, you can choose to make it safe or unsafe, and then if you make it unsafe, there'd be like random places on the web that'll like slow everybody down, but then only the spider who made it can see it, because then like in real life the spiders just kind of like have to memorize where they put their sticky web. So I think that'd be cool, and I think that'd also go with the thing they said earlier with like being able to help or hurt people. They could make the stairs good, and then they could just help their teammates up, or they could make bad stairs that will potentially slow people down, like if they're doing a race or something. But yeah, that's cool. Diagonally upwards, yeah, there was one like that last one too. Spider swing. The caster can use this spell to swing across straight gaps unless an object is in the way. When swung, the caster leaves behind an invisible or barely visible web. If a player besides the caster comes into contact with the web, they are held in place for 2 seconds, after which they will fall. This applies to all players using all horizontal transport options. Well, what about, like, all horizontal transport? I know hacker dash, like, I feel like that'd make sense, because like you can't do it through objects, but then for like Spectre, you have it's horizontal, like you teleport, like you can even teleport through stairs, so I feel like that shouldn't apply to Spectre. But yeah, and then I think you should also be able to disable that if you want, what, like the leaving the web behind. Clingy stairs. The caster rigs the stairs below to have been tampered with. When stepped on by a player besides the caster, the stairs will hold the player in place for 5 seconds. Cool. 4 mana, or 3 mana. Okay. 4 mana spell. When cast, the platform the caster is standing on has a trap disguised as a mana crystal. When another player besides the caster steps onto the platform, the edges of the platform are closed off by webs, trapping the player for 2 seconds. In addition, this player loses 7 to 8 mana, which the player gains. I think that's a bit much, because most people, I feel like people really wanted a 4 mana spell back then, didn't they? Yeah. And then it gives you 8 mana, because I think these spells should be designed with free-to-play players in mind, whenever you're making a spell, you should assume that the player only has 4 or only has up to 10 mana. So if you're taking 7 to 8 mana, then that's like literally all of it. Right? And then, so I feel like that should probably be lowered. And then, since you're getting less mana, then you could also lower the cost of this. Limitless Web Fluid. The caster us able to use the spider swing ability as much as they want for 60 seconds. This is a title. This isn't text. This is a title. Look. Each one of these is its own subsection. No, just this one. But still. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. That's... how do I go up? I don't wanna just edit this specific part. I wanna edit all of it. Can I hit Control A and then go to source editing? No. How do I do not know how these wikis work. Oh, it's only letting me edit that part because that's the part. Oh man, I accidentally clicked a link. That's the part that I clicked on, like with the thing, and it's still doing it. What? Why am I so bad at this? So how does it work for like the ones that are correct? Oh, now it's doing all of them. Okay, whatever. Now I have to go find it. Okay, man. Where is it? Ultimate spells. Changes all. So then this should probably... Wait, yeah, just take the equal signs off, right? Am I doing this right? Yeah. And then cost, and I have to indent there. Cost 3 token. But how do I put in? Oh, then I have to put a new line. Preview. Okay, yeah, there you go. Oh, and there's is. Formatting error. I used to be kind of like okay at doing the wiki stuff. I made like 1 page and it was pretty good. I was quite proud of it, but that was only one. I have no idea. I've completely forgot how to do it since then. Save. Okay. Yep. Oh, also one thing that I just now noticed is depending on which direction you cast the spell in, it costs a different amount of mana, which doesn't work with the current casting system because it takes the mana away as soon as you equip the spell. Like, if I go and I hit one of my spells, you see it instantly takes away the mana. So if it costs a different amount of mana depending on the context, then it would have to know the context as like when I press this, but it won't because it won't know which direction I'm looking. So that is slightly problematic. But I mean that could be fixed, I guess, just by for that specific spell not taking away the mana until they actually do that, or until they actually cast it. Here, the caster is able to use the spider swing ability as much as they want for 60 seconds. Changes all possible stairs to the arachnid rig, which freezes players in place for 3 seconds. Fills all possible empty horizontal space with webs, holding any player who touches them in place for 2 seconds before they fall. This applies to all players using horizontal transport option. Oh, wait, yeah. All possible stairs are shifted to the left or right randomly. Okay. and then all that. Diagonal stairs last twice as long. Burrow spell is free. Your ultimate lasts 30 seconds longer. The egg rink. I guess this is like the development of spider. It's from egg. Wait, am I just bad at biology, or wouldn't it be like germinant, egg, post embryo? Wouldn't that still be like? Yeah, because it's still not born yet. So why is post embryo after hatchling and spiderling? Whatever. Where was I? Oh yeah. Pool stairs costs 1 mana. You're immune to arachnid rigs and the traps. And that costs 1 less mana and steals an extra mana. Oh yeah, I forgot you said this one was AI generated. ChatGPT helped. Didn't completely make it, but it helped with making the names and quotes clearly. Except for the founder's quote, I'm proud of that. I regret saying this is making me look like I did no work. Came back 19 days later and said that. Wait, I feel like I've seen this guy before, actually. Maybe not. It's probably a different guy, but I feel like... I've seen the name Bluefire. And then he got yelled at by one of the mods because he didn't follow the template. Alright. If I were to see this alignment in game, I'd straight up close Roblox. I meant to sound like I used AI for brainstorming, but much of the message got lost in my wording. It was quite clear that you know, whatever. Yeah. So I feel like the spells, fine. Separate tier for alignments that may trigger phobias. Yeah, but what if there's like germophobia? Or whatever it's called. Like, I'm not putting this in a phobia. Even though, I mean, it could trigger them. And then, I don't know. We could, like, hide the image. Solid A or B. Yeah, I think the page, not the best, but the class isn't bad. I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. So, we'll put it, do we like it better than Carrier? Well, first, actually, do we like it, how do we like it in comparison to Inventor? Inventor had... I think I actually liked Inventor, apart from that one thing. I can't even remember what it was. What was it? Oh, right. It was just kind of complicated. Which means, yeah, I think I do like... If that was the whole reason I had such a low rank, then I think I do like it better than Inventor, but I think I like Cryogen better in terms of spells. So, I'll put it there. Sacrifice. This one's... They didn't put the average mana cost. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand. Oh... When I first read this, I imagined that they'd be sacrificing other people, but I guess they're sacrificing themselves. For people who want something similar to Patron but might find Patron overpowered, it's helpful but pretty useless without a team. I have no idea how balanced this is, so make changes if you want. Go on a 5 mana spell right off the bat, by the way. This isn't... Okay, so it's a bit incomplete. Slightly, just slightly. And 5% walk speed. Okay, you know what? We'll get to it later. Send a nearby player to a random location a level above or 2 levels above, depending on your rank, for 1 mana. Fine. Sharing is caring for 5 mana with no way to reduce it, by the way. Give a nearby player 6 or 7 mana, but you get possessed. You can't cast or share mana or receive mana until you find a mana crystal. If this is too powerful, find another way or just new spell. Could have sacrificed never receive mana to stop an infinite mana loop. Don't have to do that. Just make it so sacrifices can't give mana to each other. In fact, yeah, it could probably definitely exist, but why would you play it? Balancing thing here, though, is just... this guy was like, if this is too powerful, find another way, or just like, make it so sacrifice can never receive mana. I think you should make it so sacrifice just can't cast their spells on other sacrifices, just generally. But that's only my opinion after the first, 2 spells, so we'll see. Create a teleporter on the platform the caster is on and one below, allowing players to join the caster. Let me help you with that. We get to decide how much mana it costs. Cast the player near the caster's cast the player near the caster's... There should be an apostrophe there. Well, I mean, this whole... whatever. Find the nearest player to the caster, and cast their most expensive spell. If more players are near the caster, it is chosen randomly. The only spell that cannot be used is Sharing is Caring. Well, that wouldn't matter, because I think, again, you just shouldn't be able to affect other sacrifices with your spells. I'll catch up later. 3 mana and 5% walk speed. Create stairs going in the direction of whichever arrow you choose. I can move that for you. Cast the player's casters and their caster's casters with the casting the caster's casters. Exactly. I can move that for you. 2 mana and 5% walk speed. What happens if you cast I'll catch up later 20 times? What are you gonna do? You're not gonna do anything, you're gonna be stuck. Send every player in the server up 3 levels, but you get sent to the bottom and can't use Go On Without Me for 0 mana. What if you're already at the bottom? Or, what if you just, no. No. Sacrifice rig. Rigs every possible stair with sacrifice rig. Sacrifice rig gives the player 20% walk speed for 5 seconds. Teamwork event. Creates portals leading upwards on half. You can't go upwards twice in a row on all of the possible platforms. A gift. Give all... What is this? Give all players in the server 1 multi-token. That... So, I think this could potentially be controversial. Should players be able to give each other tokens? I personally think no. Maybe with a Robux thing, but that shouldn't be just a spell that you can cast just whenever. If that is going to be a thing, it should be through Robux. Or some paid thing. So, yeah, no, that one, no. Drones, Mana Overload, Ghost Union. You get bonus mana when the drones are in sacrifice mode. If someone casts the this is the end of the road for me spell, your mana will be refilled. You can now send a player 2 levels above when casting the Go On Without Me spell. Your Teamwork Makes the Dream Work spell is now free. You have 10% extra walk speed. So, look, that way, you can, instead of only being able to cast your spells 20 times, you can cast your spells 22 times before you get completely immobilized. Your, let me help you with that spell, now costs 1 less mana. You have 15% extra walk speed, and your so now what's that? 5. You can cast 25 spells before being immobilized. And your sharing is carrying spell gives 1 extra mana. Bad. So, what are we thinking? Are we putting this in useless or at the bottom of D? D tier. Okay. Because above Magic Man. Oh yeah, because why did we put Randomizer below Magic Man? Right? Because, yeah, well, I don't know. I feel like this one, because the Magic Man is just not, like, I feel like it's not even fair to rate this one, because it's just not done. Like, half of the page just wasn't filled out. But, yeah, this is fine. Police. This one of the mods was yelling at the guy who made this one because he didn't fill out some of the information. We can't have these spells being used without supervision. Didn't put an average mana cost. Cast a random spell from any alignment. No. Gives us a random... What? Copyright a platform. No, well, anybody can put copyright on something. Copyright a platform causing a player besides the caster and a certain police rank to fall through when they try to cast a spell. Protect stairs. Copyright stairs causing a player besides the caster and a certain police rank to fall through when they try to... Oh, that's a platform. This is stairs. Bail. Take 3 mana from a nearby player. Fails if there are no players close by. The players can't pay, or the police, or their police will. Confiscate for 4 mana. Stop a player from using half of their abilities until they collect mana besides other police. Players can only be targeted once, so I suppose like just once per climb. And abilities confiscated are chosen randomly. You can cast random. You can You can use cast spell randomly for free. Rigs every possible stair with police rig. Police rig causes stairs to collapse if a spell is cast on them. All players lose 2 mana and 1 ability. Ability is given back after collecting mana. Police's mana is refilled. Speed trap. On a quarter or an eighth dev's choice of all stairs, player stepping on the stairs will be stopped for 5 seconds. Police rig 2, I guess. Wait, was that their first? No. And I get bonus someone gets 10% extra walk speed. This costs 1 less mana. This costs 1 less mana. Faster. That's free. And now you can take away. Yeah. Is it better? Yeah, that's another D. Oh, well, I have to put it above randomizer at least because police is only partially randomized. And sacrifice... I don't know. I feel like it's below sacrifice just because of the randomness. I just don't... There shouldn't be randomness like that. I feel like if you cast a spell, you should know what it's going to do so you can plan ahead, right? So we'll have Evanescent. I hope I think I actually got that pronunciation right.
Evanescent.
Hold on.
Evanescent.
Okay, nope. Evanescent. I was not even
Evanescent.
remotely close. Okay, how exciting. Alright, and yeah, you said this one is kind of where it starts getting good again. So this is quite excited for this one. Team-based alignment meant to camp the edges of the map to use their spells. All alignments have create egress. I'm gonna want to pronounce these with a hard E, and I bet it's gonna be a soft E every time. Egress stairs have the appearance and behavior of cursed stairs. However, the neon part of evanescent color. Wait, create it. Yeah, it's probably egress. Create an egg. No, you know what? I'm looking it up. I'm gonna look up every single word. That's not a word. But we're just going to assume that it's like part of this one. So, creates an egress stair in the selected direction. Egress stairs have the appearance and behavior of cursed stairs, however the neon part is evanescent colored, as well as the entire stair only being half made and a portal at each end. Climbing one leads to the opposite platform where your ghost is at, plus 1 level. Egress stairs last for 30 seconds before destroying themselves. That's cool. Adrift stairs. Gives you options to move the stair closer to the nearest corner. You can move the stair forward or left if it brings it closer to the corner. However, if it moves away, you can't move it in those directions. Rank up to Myth to give them an egress stair upon them going out of bounds. Wait, going out of bounds. However, if it moves, rank up to Myth to turn them into an egress stair upon them going out of bounds above floor 0. Oh, for a second I thought it was saying that like we'd be able to like move the stairs out of bounds, like in the detective. Like one of the detective ultimates was like move all of the normal stairs out of bounds for some reason. I thought it was kind of like that, but no, it's just if you move one of the stairs out of bounds, it is replaced by an egress stair, I think. And then rank up to abandon to move cursed stairs. Roam creates a link that continues forever in the chosen direction. Stairs will lift up for 3 seconds whenever there's an evanescent on the link under them with the lonely rank. This can be also be cast at the center of a platform to create one randomly. Lasts for 30 seconds. Rank up to abandon to be able to lift cursed stairs. Restore platform. Cure the platform. At repressed rank, you can cure intersections such as platform splits, links, walls, etc. With this, as well as regaining 1 mana if only one thing was cursed. This works similarly to Hacker's Blink spell, however it teleports you onto the staircase instead of the platform. And the staircase above doesn't have to be blocking the way. Wait, what? However, and the staircase above doesn't have to be blocking the way. Oh wait, there's somebody in here. Oh, friend, something just happened and I'm so happy. Friend, are you there? Friend. Hi, man. He's a drift. Yeah, he's never played before. Okay. Yeah, that's not you. Yeah, I saw that guy the other day. I was playing Ethical Apple Farm, and I helped him out a little bit, and he was like, "Oh, please help me later." So I friended him, and I also didn't play any Roblox yesterday, and I guess something happened in Ethical Apple Farm. So I'll have to see what that's about later. But I gotta hurry up here. Yeah, I don't really know where I was. And the staircase doesn't have to be blocking the way. I don't really know what that means. Whatever. Rank up to abandon to use this under cursed stairs. Oh wait, under cursed stairs. Oh, it's for stairs instead of platforms. Okay. That would have made more sense if I read the title of the spell. Forsake. Teleport you and everyone on the platform you're on to a random position on the edge of the level you're on. I think it means if the stairs are... wait, what? If they're parallel. However, it teleports you onto the staircase above. Okay. So, like... We're gonna ignore that guy for now. So it'd be like... from here to here. Like, I could, like, cast it on there and then end up there. I could, like, cast it on here and I'd end up on here. No. They both go upwards in the same direction, so then I'd end up, like, one above. Vertically. Oh, parallel stairs. Okay, no, I'm just actually an idiot. Okay, yeah, I see now. I am, okay. So, yeah. It would be like, if there were stairs, like, going from there to there, I could cast it on there and go up now. I see, okay. I'm not very good at reading, if you couldn't tell. Teleport you and everyone on the platform you're on to a random platform on the edge of the level you're on, separate from each other. Okay, yeah, I like that. I think that one's okay. Like with the just last one that we did, I was saying no random should be allowed, but I think that one's fine because you know, it's like the same thing with like the random Archon portals. Those are fine, and like the random teleport with like the one hacker spell, I think is fine. So, yeah, and then for the ultimate spells, oh my, why does it keep having hard words that I don't know because I'm bad at words.
Abscond.
Abscond. Okay. Presents an extended version of Upward Phase, allowing you to repeatedly cast it for 30 seconds or 45 seconds with the Forgotten rank. However, you cannot cast it on stairs that you have already phased through. Huh. This also refills everybody's mana, including yours, if they are morphed into... Okay, so it just... Yeah. It does the thing from the rank that all the other ones do. Although right here it says 30 or 45 seconds, and then down here it says 60 or 90. So I don't know. A rigged spell that rigs every stair with Baron Rig. Once a stair with Baron Rig is activated, it will begin to move once closer towards the outer area of the tower. If they were to collide into the outer area, they will either rotate or move there and become an egress stair and destroy any current stair in place. Okay. Causes egress stairs to be randomly made for 30 seconds. However, they will be destroyed after 5 seconds instead of 30. Is there something... Wait, did you notice something wrong with one of these? Because I didn't. But I also probably missed something. Also, the wiki always makes my highlighting go all weird. Timing for abscond. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that already. There's short attention span, I suppose. Outer breach events. We already read that. Avoidance event. Causes every stair to randomly move away from the center. Unlike with Phantom and Reshuffle events, this event will automatically be in forced mode, meaning stairs will be destroyed in the process. However, it will be avoided as much as it can. Huh. I feel like a lot of these spells, you could get some really interesting effects where you just have like a whole... Like, if you look up the tower, you could just, like, look straight up and there wouldn't be any stairs. Fun fact, I got orange milk and 100 trillion cookies and 1 ascension yesterday in Cookie Clicker. Sounds very fun. Yeah. There's some good progress. The kitten upgrades are really good after you get the... Like, they're literally the best upgrades in the game after you get a bunch of achievements. So, the milk's good. Let's see. Main overload, ghost, and ba-ba-bum. Each class has 9 ranks and all of their perks and will add up to the previous ones. The first rank is basic. Oh, I don't know why I'm reading that. Bonus mana and bonus mode. Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to the... yeah, I forgot Cookie Clicker has like the seasonal stuff. The Easter event. What's that one? Isn't there like 14 eggs that you gotta collect or something? Or like 10 eggs? Yeah, I have 7. Making good progress. Unnoticed. Player will get bonus mana in dredge mode. Lost. Player will refill their mana when somebody casts Abscond. Repressed. You can now cure linking intersections with the cure platform spell, except for cursed intersections. Wait, what? Well, what are you curing if you're not curing cursed intersections? Was there something that you can like make? Forsake. Oh, with like bridges and stuff. I never even like think about those. I see. Okay. Moving stairs out of bounds will now turn stairs into egress stairs. Oh, I skipped one. Wherever you are on a link created via roam, stairs above you will now lift for 3 seconds by themselves. Abscond will last 50% longer. This one also says 30 to 45 seconds, so that's probably the correct one. Lapsed. You can now cure intersections from with the cure platform spell. Alright, and vacant. Drift stairs, roam, upward phase, and abscond now treat cursed stairs like regular stairs. Oh. Huh. Fish. Alright, so, like I said, I do have something to go do at, like, 10 minutes. Yeah, I was just reading that comment about it, how it was revamped. So, yeah, it's interesting, but we're going to try to rush through the next one. First, so we got to rank this. I closed the thing for some reason. Let's see. I was not taking mental notes whenever I was going through that one. So what? It had a lot of moving. I can see that, honestly. So probably like B. B or A or B. Probably more likely than carrier. More likely than inventor. So, it's somewhere around here. Like high B, low to mid A, above arachnid. But, and then I think, honestly, I think cryogen's hard to beat just because its spells are just like so similar to heretic spells. Like, it's just all around pretty good, you know. It's got spells that like fit in the game because they're like similar to ones that are already in there. So I think cryogen is going to be hard to beat. But yeah. And then yeah. I almost closed the tier list, which would have been bad. And then yeah, we're gonna rush through Bridger. The only reason building is my habit is because everything else is taken. Build and construct. And 2 without passives. Above drawbridge. Oh, I should have read this. Bridgers in alignment who can create drawbridges and subplatforms, allowing access to platforms hidden behind blocking stairs. With subplatforms. Allowing access to platforms hidden behind blocking stairs, diagonal vertical platforms, or just slowing down people and annoying them as they wait for the drawbridge you made to detract Moai. Yes, this is just heretics rejected drawbridges as an alignment. Is that guy still there? Yes. Will be with you momentarily. I am in the middle of something with someone else right now, but I can come do apple farm in a little bit. Probably after, whenever I get that thing that I have to do done. I don't know how long it'll take. But I don't even remember why I came on here. I wanted to see something. Oh yeah, I want to see Heretics rejected spells. Because I do not know what they are. Oh wait, no, they're under Muggle. Or, sorry, under Chameleon. Oh. Oh, and it's bugged. How unfortunate. This is not very rushing behavior, but you know, I can go for a couple minutes after 5:30. It's fine. Oh, and the other guy left. Okay, above drawbridge. Oh, there's something there. Oh, I probably have to cast it like with a blocking stare, and then it thinks this one's blocking, but it's actually not, I guess. Oh, those ones. Oh. Wait, where do you cast this one? Whatever, I gotta hurry. The spell turns the stair into a drawbridge similar to Chameleon's version. However, the staircase must be blocking the way, and the stairs do not spin. Rank up to establish or to track the stairs simply by standing on the arrows below it. So then this one is kind of like the one gremlin spell, where you can like, you know. In fact, that's like literally what it is. Not well, it's a little bit different, but drawbridge turns the stair you're on into a drawbridge similar to Chameleon. Rank up to designer to use the spell on drawbridges to cure them, and rank up to fabricator to use this spell for free while curing drawbridges. Yeah. And this one turns the spell above you into, okay. Yeah. Create so this is where I think it gets interesting. Create sub-platforms diagonally. Sub-platforms are 3-part platforms that allow travel to a platform diagonally. There's also a circle at the middle of sub-platforms. Sub-platforms last for 30 seconds or 60 with assembler rank, or if another sub-platform replaces its position. Ooh. Yeah. So I think, rotate sub-platform, allowing you to access more platforms. Creates, yeah. Here's another one where the ranking up actually increases the cost of the spell, but also the platforms move up. Well, I should be able to choose if I want to move them up. Like if I try to rotate, like, you know the one gremlin spell, here. It's got like the rotate platform spell, and I can't cast it on this level, but like I can choose which direction I want to do it. I think these like sub-platforms is kind of like, it's got like a circle and then like one here, and then one here, and then I can rotate it to like move it from here and here to like here and here. So if I cast revolve on one of the like offshoot platforms of the, you know, then it would rotate, but then if I cast it in the middle, then it would cost 1 extra and go up. So just like you have a little more control over it. So I don't always want, because maybe I don't always want to go up if I'm rotating it. And if I don't want to go up, then I shouldn't have to spend the extra mana. But maybe that is overcomplicating things a bit. Create side drawbridge stairs. Creates a side drawbridge stair. Side drawbridge stairs starts at a 3-second timer when someone's on them. After 3 seconds, the side that wasn't stepped on first will move. If the left side wasn't stepped on first, it would move to the left. If it's the right, then then half would move to the right. Whoops. So side that wasn't stepped on will move. So It'd just be, yeah, so you can, like, jump around a stair. Create bridge. Act similar to patrons create link. However, the bridge can be destroyed if there's a stair going through this, either upward or downward, or after 30 seconds have passed. Rank up to assembler to increase bridge lifetime to 60 seconds. Ultimate spells. Plot. Probably just create a bunch of... Oh, wait, no. I was going to say probably just create a bunch of platforms, but no, this acts like an extended version of above drawbridge. Bascule ridge. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Rig every stair with that word that I'm not going to say again, because I probably said it wrong. You got 3 trillion from Conjure Baked Goods. How many does that bring you up to? $20 trillion. Nice. This is a rig spell, which when activated will rig every stair with bascule. The stairs, once activated, will turn into either an above or regular drawbridge. I suppose just depending on where you are. I should bring up my cookie clicker save sometime, but I gotta go get it off my other computer. So. This ultimate spell, once activated, will turn every stair into a side bridge stair. That's what a rig is. Yeah, okay, cool. That's a rig spell. Congratulations. Sidestep event. This spell represents an extended version of create sub-platforms, creating a sub-platform in every possible location. Drones, Mana Overload, and Ghost Union. Mana Drones mode. Boom. You can use drawbridge to cure above, down, and side drawbridges. I suppose if you just wanted to get rid of them. Establisher. You can detract above drawbridges by standing on the arrow below them. So, kind of like the jumping below a tram for Gremlin. Sub-platforms and bridges last twice as long. Plot lasts 50% longer. And you will gain an option that allows you to increase the price of... Oh, yeah, they said earlier, I was talking about it, they should give you an option, but maybe that's overcomplicating things. They do give you an option. You will gain an option that allows you to increase the price of rotate sub-platforms to 3, but allow it to move the sub-platforms up. Oh, but it can only be toggled before you start climbing. I see. Okay. I wonder what their motivation behind that was. And then using drawbridge to cure stairs replenishes 1 mana. Comments. You said... Hello, it's missing average mana cost. Sir, my name isn't. It's missing average mana cost, Moai. And it is not any longer missing the average mana cost. So that one, S tier, yeah, that one, that one, is kind of reminds me of Keeper, so I can definitely see that one being added. Hyperactive, I don't remember what either of these... Oh, no, Cyborg was like the, scrap stairs. And I feel like this has a higher chance of getting it. Like, I feel like this is more reasonable than Cyborg. So I'd probably elect... Oh, yeah, it had the grapple hook. That's right. What was the icon for Bridger? Here it is. So, somewhere... Oh. I would elect to put it up here, but I could see how it could be other places. What are we thinking? Oops. Probably, I don't remember what hyperactive does. Above Cyborg? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, yeah. We'll download this. And I am gonna have to end the stream here. Again, thanks for being here. Thanks so much for making that image. It looks amazing. Thank you. I will see you probably... Next stream will probably be tomorrow. Okay, I'll make another image for this one later. Sounds great. Thank you. Truly. But I have to go now. So, see you later. Or see you tomorrow, maybe. Goodbye.